As we saw previously, the Graphics Migration Assistant makes its best guess as to which component a Genie should be converted to. Sometimes it guesses wrong. For our first customized migration, let's map the medium voltage Genies to a medium voltage component. First, I'm going to open the Migration Assistant again. But I don't need to run it yet. I want to click Open Mapping File. This XML file maps a Genie in Graphics Builder to a component in Graphics Editor and defines how properties are moved from one to the other. Start with the Map property of the Genie tag. This defines which component a Genie will be mapped to. Each component in the library should have one matching Genie tag. From the diagram, my issue is with the component ID breaker.pso ANSI CB HVWE. So I'll find that section. Here, I'll skip down to the source tags and I see my problem. Each source Genie here is being mapped to this component. I'm using the HVCB.NES.DR.NC breaker Genie, but it's being mapped to this low voltage component. To fix this, I'll start by copying this entire Genie tag and pasting it at the end of the file under Custom. Because I'm only working with this one Genie, I'll remove all the other sources from this tag. Then comment out this Genie from the previous tag. Next, I want to change the component I'm mapping to. So let's drag one out in Graphics Editor. My desired component is breaker.bkr2 mvdrv. So I'll replace that in my Genie tag. Because I know my Genies use the same substitutions internally, this is all that's needed to update the Genies. But let's take a look at what else is happening while we're here. First, we want to map the Equip field in the Genie to the name of the component. However, in the Genie, Equip is actually the I/O device name. So we perform a dbf lookup on equip.dbf to map the tag prefix, which is the I/O device name, to the cluster.name of the equipment. Next, we'll map the top and bottom bus numbers to the top bus name and bottom bus name fields of the component. We've been using longer strings to fill these out in Graphics Editor, but the old numbers also work just fine. The scale metadata tells the assistant to scale the object as needed while preserving its proportions. Bus bar X or bus bar Y will only scale in the X or Y coordinates, respectively. Finally, the connection tags attempt to place the one-line connection objects at the right locations on the new component. In this case, 23 pixels to the right, at the top and bottom. Note that for the larger version of our Genie, in the CB2 library, we've overridden the connection positions. Now that I've made my changes, I can save the file and begin processing my one-line diagram page. If I open the new page now, I can see that the new components are being used. This is how we can make a simple Genie mapping modification. In the next video, we'll map a custom Genie to a custom component. Until then, thank you.